Hello students, welcome to EPG Pathshala. Today we are going to discuss about vegetable pigments. I am Dr. Rashida Kanchwala, Professor Food and Nutrition. Food plate of all of you must have contain one or more vegetables in it. All of you must have cherished variety in your meals in form of different colors on your platter. Today we are going to discuss about the colors of vegetables. After going through this module, you will be able to gain knowledge about different colors in vegetables, know the conditions which affect their composition, know the nutritional importance of different colors in diet and learn to retain them during different processing techniques. All of us are well acquainted with vegetables. These wonderful creations always attract our attention due to their shining and bright colors. Shining colors of different vegetables are due to plant pigments. Pigments are chemical compounds which reflect only certain wavelengths of visible light. Absorption of some wavelength and reflection of other wavelengths of light leaves colorful effects. The reflected color going to our eyes make vegetables appear colorful. There is color in every living creature which can be visualized in everything in nature, that is flowers, corals, animals, birds and even human beings. The pigments have ability to absorb certain wavelength and this ability gives them capacity to capture energy from sun, and this captured energy is used in making food by plants. The basic pigments in plant is chlorophyll. Along with this, many other pigments are also found in plants which possess power to capture energy. As each pigment reacts with a narrow range of spectrum, there are usually several kinds of pigments in a plant with different absorption spectra, thus with a different color to capture more of the sun's energy. Therefore, in a given vegetable, there are always more than one type of pigments. Conglomeration of different pigments at different concentrations provides a distinctive color to a vegetable, which is specific characteristic like olive green, tomato red, beetroot, etc. Pigments in plants also attracts insects, thereby encouraging pollination. There are varieties of plant pigments which can broadly be classified as the green plant pigments, that are chlorophylls. Chlorophylls are of many types. They are from A, B, C, D, E to F. Second category of pigments is the white, purple and red pigments termed as flavonoids. The chief flavonoids are anthocyanins, anthocyanidins, anthoxanthins and condensed tannins. Third category is the red pigments known as betalain. Chief of them are betacyanins, betaxanthins, and fourth category is red, orange and yellow pigments termed as carotenoids. The chief of them are carotenes and xanthophylls. Besides this, there are some other pigments like allophycocin, phycocin, phycoerythrin, phycoerythrocyanin, curcumin, phytochrome. Let us know about them one by one. The first and primitive pigment of plants is chlorophyll. It is the green pigment of stems and leaf, and it is the chief photosynthetic pigment. It is found in chloroplast near cell wall. There are many types of chlorophylls in plants which are designated from chlorophyll A to F. Chlorophyll A is a blue-black plant pigment. It is responsible for green color of most of the plants. It is responsible for oxygenic photosynthesis in plants. It absorbs most energy from wavelengths of violet blue and orange red light. It also reflects green yellow light. Chlorophyll B is a yellow green color pigment. It is also responsible for photosynthesis by absorbing light energy. It primarily absorbs blue light. It is found along with chlorophyll A in all vegetables. Amount of chlorophyll A and B varies in different vegetables as per their species. Generally, chlorophyll A is found in more amount than chlorophyll B. The ratio is 1:3. The second plant pigment is flavonoid. Flavonoids are a class of pigments which are found in colorless to purple hues. Depending upon type of pigment, its derivative and pH. Many flavonoids in plant can be classed into three categories: anthocyanins, anthoxanthins and condensed tannins. Let me see them one by one. Anthocyanins are found in the cell vacuole. Thus, they are also termed as vacuolar pigments. They are found mostly in flowers and fruits, but some of them are also found in leaves, stems and roots. Predominantly found in outer cell layers of these plants. They belong to a parent class of molecules called flavonoids. They are odorless and nearly flavorless, contributing to a taste as a moderately astringent. Anthocyanins are derived from anthocyanidins by adding sugars. Anthocyanins are found in different hues and concentrations in different parts of plants where they serve different functions. In flower, the most common hue of anthocyanin is bright reds and purples, where they serve to attract insects for pollination. In fruits, they are mostly present in skins. The bright and radiating colors of fruits thus attracts the attention of animals, which eats them and disperses the seeds from their feces. In leaves, thus, and sometimes stems, anthocyanins have been shown to act as sunscreen. They protect cells from high light damage by absorbing blue, green and ultraviolet light. Thereby, they protect tissues from photoinhibition. Roughly 2% of all hydrocarbons found in photosynthesis are converted into flavonoids and derivatives such as anthocyanins. There are many sources of anthocyanins in our food. The seed coat of black soybean, purple corn kernels and husk, and skins and pulp of black chokeberries are excellent sources of anthocyanins. Olives, red onions and sweet potato contains appreciable amounts of anthocyanins. More than 550 different anthocyanins are found in nature. The difference in chemical structure that occurs in response to changes in pH is the reason why anthocyanins are often used as pH indicators, as they change from red in acids to blue in bases. Anthocyanins are considered secondary metabolites as a food additive with E number E63. They are approved for use as a food additive. Anthocyanins have antioxidant properties in vitro, but the process of digestion and absorption of food is extravagant to this pigment, as they are poorly conserved and less than 5% of them are available after absorption to our body, and most of it is excreted. Let we study anthocyanins. Anthoxanthine pigment is a flavonoid similar to anthocyanin, but it is a less oxidized pigment. It is actually a composite of compounds known as flavones, flavonoids, and flavonone. The anthoxanthins are glycosides. They yield one or two molecules of monosaccharide and a flavone on hydrolysis or boiling with acids. Anthoxanthins are water-soluble pigments and their colors ranges from white or colorless to a creamy to yellow tint. Their different hues are visible often on petals of flowers. These pigments are generally whiter in an acidic media and yellow in an alkaline media. They are very susceptible to color changes with minerals and metal ions. As with all flavonoids, they exhibit antioxidant properties and are important in nutrition and are sometimes used as food additives. They are considered to have more variety than anthocyanins. The cream or white color of cauliflower, onions, white potatoes, and turnips are due to anthoxanthins. Let us go to condensed tannins. Condensed tannins are polymers formed by the condensation of flavans. They do not contain sugar residues. Depolymerization of condensed tannins yields anthocyanidins. Therefore, they are also referred as proanthocyanidins. Different types of condensed tannins exist which are formed from flavonoids. While many hydrolyzable tannins and most condensed tannins are water soluble, several tannins are highly octanol soluble. Some large condensed tannins are insoluble. Differences in solubilities are likely to affect their biological functions. Furthermore, these compounds are known to possess functional properties such as antioxidant, antimicrobial, and antiviral effects. Many vegetables contain condensed tannins. Hazelnut, walnut, and pecans contain high amounts of tannins. Cloves, tarragon, cumin, thyme, vanilla, and cinnamon contains tannins. Most legumes contain tannins. Red-colored beans contain the most tannins, and white-colored beans have the least. Principal human dietary source of tannins are tea and coffee. They are associated with their astringency and color. Let me study the red pigment of vegetable, that is betalain. The red color of beets comes from betalain. The name betalain comes from the Latin name of the common beet from which betalains were first extracted. Betalain pigments are responsible for the deep red color of beets, bougainvillea, amaranth, and many cactuses. Their particular shades of red to purple are distinctive and unlike that of anthocyanin. They are found in less plants. There are two categories of betalains, that are betacyanins and betaxanthins. Betacyanins are reddish to violet betalain pigments. There are many betacyanins in plants. Chief of them are betanin, isobetanin, probetanin, and neobetanin. The second pigment, betaxanthins, are those betanin pigments which appear yellow to orange. Chief betaxanthin in plants are vulgaxanthin, miraxanthin, portulaxanthin, and indicaxanthin. The red pigment of plant carotenoids is our pigment. The term carotenoid referred to a family of about 600 different plant pigments. The yellow, orange, and many of the red pigments in fruits, vegetables, and plant materials are generally carotenoids. Carotenoids are present along with chlorophylls in vegetables, but their color is masked by chlorophyll, which is visualized in fall, where trees prepare for winter and stop their chlorophyll production. The green color of leaves fed and the orange, yellow and red color of carotenoids in the leaves are revealed. Plants produces carotenoids to protect their stems and leaves from photoshock of the sun. Ultraviolet wavelengths can generate molecules called free radicals that can damage living cells. In normal stable molecules, electrons associate in pair. Free radicals are produced as the result of a normal molecule losing or gaining an electron, termed as free radical, which are molecules or fragments of molecules that are unstable and highly reactive. Radiation from the sun can result in the removal of an electron from a molecule and the formation of a free radical. Carotenoids as antioxidant limit free radical damage by donating electron or to quench or neutralize the oxidant radicals. Carotenoids serve two key roles in plants. They absorb light energy for use in photosynthesis and they protect plants from photo damage. Carotenoids contain a beta-ionine ring structure which may be intact or substituted. As per intactness or of beta-ionine ring structure, carotenoids are of two types: carotenoids with unsubstituted beta ring and carotenoids with substituted beta-ionine ring. Carotenoids with unsubstituted beta-ionine ring have vitamin A activity, and these carotenoids can also act as antioxidant. They include beta carotene, alpha carotene, beta cryptoxanthin and gamma carotene. Carotenoids with substituted beta-ionine ring have no vitamin A activity, although they serve as antioxidant. They include delta carotene, epsilon carotene and zeta carotene and lutein, astaxanthin and zeaxanthin. In the eye, lutein, astaxanthin and zeaxanthin apparently act directly to absorb damaging blue and near ultraviolet light in order to protect the macula of the retina, the part of the eye with the sharpest vision. Carotenoids can be classified into two classes also, that are xanthophylls and carotenes. Several isomeric forms of carotenoids are found in fruits such as alpha, beta, gamma, delta, epsilon and zeta. Coloration of fruits and vegetables depend on their growth, maturity, concentration of carotenoid, its isomer and food processing method. There are many factors influencing the formation and isomerization of carotenoids. Heat, light and structural differences are the prominent factors that affect the isomerization of carotenoids. Chief carotenes are alpha, beta, gamma carotene and lycopene. Beta carotene occurs as an orange pigment, while alpha carotene is a yellow pigment which can be found in fruits and vegetables. Delta carotene pigment is red-orange in color. Astaxanthin is a red colored pigment. Beta carotene is the most important carotenoid of vegetables and fruits. It has distinct physiological functions in humans. Beta carotene is composed of two retinyl groups which gets broken down in the mucosa of the human small intestine to retinol, a form of vitamin A. Beta carotene can also be stored in the liver and body fat and converted to retinol as and when needed. The carotene alpha and gamma contains single retinyl group, therefore they also have some vitamin A activity, but it is less than beta carotene. Besides carotenoids, xanthophyll and beta cryptoxanthin also possesses single retinyl ring and vitamin A activity. All other carotenoids, including lycopene, have no beta ring and thus no vitamin A activity, although they have antioxidant activity and thus are biologically active substances. let me study xanthophylls. Xanthophylls are the oxidized derivatives of carotene. Xanthophylls have a chemical formula of C40H56O2. They contain hydroxyl groups and are more polar than carotenes. In nature, xanthophylls are found in the leaf of most plants and are synthesized within the plastids. They are also considered accessory pigments along with anthocyanins, carotenes, and sometimes phycobiliproteins. Commonly found xanthophylls includes lutein, zeaxanthin, and cryptoxanthin. In plants, vioxanthin, anthoxanthin, and zeaxanthin participate in xanthophyll cycle. Through this cycle, these pigments change from a non-energy quenching form to energy quenching forms. Naturally, most of the xanthophylls are yellow-orange colored pigments. Different xanthophylls possess different hues. As lutein can absorb blue light, it appears as yellow colored. Zeaxanthin appears yellow-orange. Cryptoxanthin also yellow-orange colored pigments. Alpha cryptoxanthin appears as yellow colored pigment and beta cryptoxanthin is orange colored pigment. Let me know about other pigments. Besides above cited pigments, some other pigments found in plants are allophycocin, phycocyanin, phycoerythrin, curcumin, phytochrome. Allophycocyanin, phycoerythrin, phycoerythrocyanin are the pigments in protein form. They are accessory pigments to chlorophyll. Iron phycobiliproteins are water soluble and found as phycobilisomes, which do not exist within the membrane or bodies like carotenoids, but they are found as aggregates or clusters that adhere to the members called phycobilisomes. Allophycocyanin absorbs and emits red light and is readily found in cyanobacteria and red algae. Phycocyanin is a light blue colored pigment which absorbs orange and red light, particularly near 620 nanometers, and emits fluorescence at about 650 nanometer. Phycoerythrin is a red protein pigment complex from the light harvesting phycobiliprotein family present in red algae and cryptophytes. It is an accessory pigment to the main chlorophyll pigment responsible for photosynthesis. Like all phycobiliproteins, it is composed of a protein part which covalently binds chromophores called phycobilins. Phycoerythrocyanin is similar to phycocyanin. It is an important compound of the light harvesting complex phycobilisomes of cyanobacteria and red algae. Phycoerythrocyanin is kind of phycobiliprotein, magenta chromoprotein involved in photosynthesis of some cyanobacteria. Phycoerythrocyanin contains two pigments, phycobilin and phycocyanobillin. Its fluorescence is around 575 nanometer, as both phycoerythrocyanin and phycocyanin have phycocyanobillin acting as the terminal acceptor of energy transfer. They fluorescence around 635 nanometer, which is absorbed by allophycocyanins that have maximal absorption around 650 nanometer and maximal fluorescence around 670 nanometer. It is only phycocyanobillin which is covalently bound to phycocyanin, leading to an absorption maximum around 620 nanometer. Finally, the light energy absorbed by phycoerythrocyanin. Now we have come to the last plant pigment, that is curcumin. Curcumin is the yellow pigment found in many plants. The yellow color of most curries is derived from turmeric, which contains a pigment named as curcumin. The color yellow is obtained from the roots of turmeric, which are ground to a crude powder, which is used as a spice in Indian cuisine. Turmeric is an important spice and a color agent and has been used for more than 2000 years. Turmeric is native to South and Southeast Asia and used in many dishes, especially in curries, and is used as a food color with E number E100. Crude turmeric powder is numbered as E100. Besides being used as a spice, it has many important biological functions. It is used as a medicine, a cosmetic agent, and antimicrobial agent. It is not soluble in water but dissolves in oils and alcohol. It is used as a spice as well as a coloring agent. It is unstable in alkaline conditions above 7.4. It is light sensitive but stable at temperatures used in food processing. Curcumin is degraded by light. Nowadays, curcumic salts are also available which are water soluble, and thus range of products from curcumin is increased. They are widely used in food and cosmetics in a wide range of items from bakeries to creams to ice creams and icings and others. Curcumin also acts as an antioxidant and has been added for this purpose to oils and fats. It protects bakery products from rancidity. It is used in traditional medicine in India and South Asia. To sum up, shining bright colors of vegetables are not only eye appealing but they are important constituents of vegetables. They contribute to photosynthesis, energy quenching, pollination in plants, as well as they have physiological importance in humans also. They appeals our eyes, therefore increases appetite and food consumption. Besides this, they are bioactive molecules which works as antioxidants and some of them are converted to vitamins in our diet. We can't imagine a food plate which is colorless or of single color. These are appetizers and adds interest to our diet. Thank you.